Om, Om, Om. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Dear divine friends from across the world, wish you all a very happy and propitious Buddha Jayanti, the sacred occasion of birth of Lord Buddha. On this auspicious day of Vaishakha Purnima, though Gautam Buddha was born, lived and died as a Hindu, there is a whole separate religion that was founded by followers of Lord Buddha after his death, and in last over 2500 years, large number of people and communities across the world have become ardent followers of Lord Buddha, and large number of them formally are followers of Buddhist religion. They call themselves as Buddhists. Large number of them are there in Southeast Asian countries, but in the rest of the world are also followers of Buddha, and Buddhism spreads. But going beyond this formal followership, the teachings and messages of Lord Buddha have transcendent relevance. Before I come to the transcendental dimensions of the teachings of Lord Buddha, let me remind those of Hindus who don't know yet that Lord Buddha was declared by Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya as 24th incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and therefore if you go to Bodh Gaya and visit the Bodhi temple, you would find that along with a Buddhist monk who performs the rituals and ritualistic worship, there is a Hindu priest who performs arti and formal worship of Lord Buddha right there in the same place as the 24th incarnation of Lord Vishnu. I had the privilege of participating in one of that formal worships about a decade ago. It's amazing to see that followers of two distinct religions, at least today, Buddhism and Hinduism are distinct religions. Their followers are different. Worshipping and regarding that historical person equally adorable object of worship and reverence. Going beyond these, the formalities of the organized religions and rituals, we have to explore the meaning and relevance to the teachings of Lord Buddha in today's time of regular strife, violence, warfare, terrorism, restlessness, injustice, and conflicts of various types. Buddha's central teaching of compassion, kindness, love, understanding, coexistence is as relevant or the most relevant in today's time. The need for love, compassion, and kindness was never felt as much as we are feeling today. Every day, large number of people are killed either in the name of nationality or conflicts arising out of religious denominations or between different communities. Moreover, the entire mankind has, it seems, unleashed an undeclared warfare against Mother Nature. The forests are being felled, water bodies are being dried up, lands are losing their greenery, biodiversity is being destroyed, glaciers are melting, climate change is threatening to engulf the mankind. What has brought humanity to this pass? Unless and until we reclaim and bring back the teachings of Lord Buddha, that is, to be compassionate, kind, loving to every other human being, to every other living species, to everything around. The love, compassion, concern, kindness should be the guiding and governing force of our lives and lifestyles, but other than ritualistic and celebratory respects being paid by world leaders on the occasion of Buddha Jayanti, very little is to be found in our behavior which would entitle us to be true inheritors or true followers of Lord Buddha. Whenever or wherever you hate someone, you end up injuring yourself, harming some or the other part of yourself. A mind who is in perpetual hatred and jealousy can never ever find peace, love, and happiness. A restless, violent, disturbed mind can never become basis and foundation for either individual peace, community peace, national peace, or global peace. The global peace presupposes peace in individual and family life. A disturbed human mind can never be a contributory factor to a peaceful society and peaceful world. Therefore, if we really wish to bring peace, prosperity, compassion in our day-to-day dealings, we have to make sure that each individual becomes peaceful first. To make an individual peaceful, loving, kind, compassionate, we would have to understand as to what's there which makes an individual violent, angry, disturbed, aggressive, angry. That is the transcendental dimension of Buddha's teaching, which has to be applied by each and every one of us. It's not that he alone has said those things. Those teachings are found in almost all religions. The need is to bring them together as global resources to be used, applied for collective and global human welfare. So a human mind which is restless, violent, angry, fearful can never become an agent of a peaceful world. So what's there that makes our mind restless, violent, angry? desire of one or the other kind is at the root of all restlessness. What Lord Buddha calls trishna, greed or desire. Desire for what you don't need. Desire for what in no way is required by you. Desire for the sake of mental satisfaction. Mind keeps demanding one after another. And you keep fulfilling the demands and desires of the mind and ego, thinking that now it's going to be satisfied, and that ego-based mind and thoughts are never going to be satisfied. That you come to know at the end. Therefore, no amount of possessions and properties and comforts are going to make you happy, calm, peaceful. Therefore, Lord Buddha gave you the science of mindfulness. Now it's so popular all over the world. The mindfulness meditation, mindfulness living techniques. If you do a comparative study of Buddha's teachings and Vedanta philosophy and Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, at face value it would appear that they are distinctly different. There is no similarity between them. All of the three are speaking about three different realms, three different worlds, three different systems and methods and objectives, but a deep understanding of Vedanta philosophy, Patanjali Yoga philosophy, and Buddhism will tell you that all of them are indicating towards the same reality, and by and large their methods are also same, though to beginners they appear to be so different. And that problem was solved by Rig Veda thousands of years ago, when Rig Veda said that ekam sadavipra bahudha vadanti. The truth is one, but wise men or the enlightened ones speak about it differently, variously, express it differently. Let me come to a direct example. The meditation technique in Buddhism, what you know as vipassana or mindful meditation, the same result and same destination is reached through Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali. But he would call it samadhi. Yogaschitta vritti nirodha. The second verse itself defines it. The cessation of the mental modifications he calls yoga. What Lord Buddha is calling mindfulness, what is that? The word is different, the technique appears to be different, but finally you achieve nothing but the same, that the mind becomes free from the memories of the past and fantasies, imaginations of the future, and you become completely present in the present moment. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are experiencing, you are there 100%, and as and when you are in the present moment, in totality, there is no possibility of any mental modification. So what mental modification of mental modification through different methods is realized in Ashtanga Yoga. The same is realized, but the words are called mindfulness. There Patanjali is taking you to cessation of mental modifications. He is emptying you of the thoughts. Here, though you know it as mindfulness, it appears as if, oh, mind is going to be full of something. Here also, the cessation of mental modifications comes to an end through a different means, because whenever you are completely present in the present moment, there is no possibility of mental modifications, because mental modifications always fly on the wings of past and future. Without the past and future, there can't be any mental modifications. Without past memories and future imaginations, the same mind which normally becomes a vehicle of mental modifications becomes a source or a reflector of the pure awareness, the supreme reality. Now here is what Vedanta comes to explain. And Vedanta explains in a very systematic, comprehensive, scientific manner, which no other philosophy has been able to do. What is called by Lord Buddha as mindfulness, and the state that is experienced through mindfulness meditation or through mindful living, the same is indicated why Vedanta philosophy, when it takes you through sadhan chatushtaya, four means of the supreme realization, that is hearing, deep reflection, profound meditation, and then nirvikalpa samadhi, transcendental absorption. what is called by Vedanta as the supreme reality, the pure consciousness, pure awareness, pure intelligence, as the non-dual substratum of the entire infinite existence, the same supreme reality without using the same terms is indicated by Buddha, but he calls it emptiness. His method is mindfulness to reach the state what he calls emptiness, complete emptiness. He refuses to give a name like Atman, Paramatman or Brahman. He refuses to call it a God, a self or consciousness. Because these words at that point of time and even today and every point of time, due to ignorance of the vast majority of the humanity, are so amenable to free interpretation and misinterpretation that Lord Buddha avoided to get in a trap. So those who have done in-depth study of Buddhism will tell you he is indicating towards the same truth while he is calling complete emptiness. And through mindfulness, what is there in the present moment you experience, that is not a matter of faith or belief, that every single experience of your mind is enabled by the light of consciousness. You don't need any philosophy to understand that. This is a direct, immediate, personal experience of each one of us if we decide to explore it. So when you get yourself free from past and future, the mind is fully available to be in the present moment. It means the mind's capacity to distort the reality of pure consciousness has been disabled. So mind becomes no mind. That is the Vedanta. Vedanta's nirvikalpa samadhi, the final state of self-realization, when all sense of duality disappears and the one supreme reality known as either Brahman or self or supreme self remains of the form of Sat Chit Anand, existence absolute, consciousness pure, and eternal bliss. The same is realized and experienced when you practice mindfulness in right earnest. In the present moment, if you begin to live, bring your mind from past and future, then mind becomes no mind, and no mind alone is the objective of Vedanta also and Ashtanga Yoga of Maharishi Patanjali. Though I am acutely aware about certain differences, fundamental differences, but all those differences, to me, once I have tasted the real nectar of that state, I firmly believe that more or less the similar situations, similar experiences are available to us through different modes and methods. So, differences in these religious practices or spiritual systems or metaphysical systems are talked about disproportionately. It is a great tragedy for the human beings that we don't try to explore the meeting points of different philosophies, religions, and the spiritual systems. Rather, there is a vested political interest in widening the divide between one or the other, from the other. So, all the enlightened masters, whether it's Lord Buddha or Jesus Christ, the sages and seers of Vedanta philosophy, Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya, or Jesus Christ, or the divine poems of Jalaluddin Rumi, or 2500 years ago, the writings, brief, succinct writings of Lao Tse, by and large, you see more of commonality, more of similarity between all of them. The points of agreement are much more prominent than the points of disagreement and departure. If we really want to bring peace, prosperity, kindness and compassion in our day-to-day life, we have to begin to see goodness and value in others' words, wisdoms, practices, traditions, lifestyles. All of us are the manifestation of the same supreme reality. So if we hate somebody, or what Lord Buddha calls hatred, is the worst kind of violence. These are words of Lord Buddha in Dhammapada. The worst kind of violence you could inflict